welcome to the show. This is, of course, Ebru. Let's talk with your favorite hostesses. My name is Kathomi. We are so excited about today. Honestly, I cannot begin to tell you the information that is coming to you live and direct from our seats to you. We're on the red hot seats because, trust me, it is piping hot. And I am so happy today. I just feel like excitement and just, vigor, just being here. The fact that I saw my brother today, my brothers, it kind of just made me feel good. Like home came to me, and that for me was everything. So I am excited about that. And I'm excited that you, as my family, watching us from home, are going to be so entertained. Trust me, you do not want to go anywhere. It is about to be crazy. Welcome to the show. Do not forget to send us your messages on the number 0770 729 366. Karibu sana.
Yes, today is Furahi Day, and let me tell you, it is all about being on the know. We like to not only have fun, party with you, gossip a little bit, but also give you some fun and entertaining news that you may not have known of. And today it's all about double standards. And so many times you hear the thing of, but he's a man, he's allowed to do that. Why men are allowed to do certain things, yet women can't do certain things? We're going to be delving into those stories in a little bit. So go ahead and start sending us your messages right now, especially for the ladies. What are those things that annoy you so much that you can't do? Yet when a man does it, it's okay, it's fine. He's even praised for doing it. That's what I want to know from you. The WhatsApp number is 0770 729 366. And you can still hit us up on our social media, Ebru TV Kenya, everywhere except for Facebook, which is Ebru TV KE. But for now, it's your girl, Ayuma Kaguli.
Hey, I'm just sitting here imagining that you find out that you're fired as you're wearing socks, getting ready to go to work, and then you hear, Allah, what is going on? Anyway, that's part of the hot talk today, but let's talk about equality. We all need to be equal, at least all of us, most of us want equality. But are we really ready for equality? Because we're here complaining, oh, deadbeat dad, oh, and you also have a job, you can just do 50-50, and Anyway, thank you for joining us. My name is Lily Asigo. I hope your Friday has been an amazing day.
Yes, and when it comes to the tea, it is so hot. You need to go ahead and turn the volume up, come a little bit closer, because Brown Mauzo has been accused of being a deadbeat dad by his wife, and this is not Vera Sidika, okay? So the accusation is currently going on right now. We also have a beef that's going on between the exes, and that's Aida Bambi and Saumu Mbuvi, and they are currently beefing over there on social media. We'll let you know what exactly is going on. And then Ezekiel Mutua has officially been let go from his position at KFCB.
What?
Nani kama yeye bado hajui. Let's get into it. It's time for Hot Talk.
Mr. Brown Mauzo. When I tell you that name, all you can think of is all the drama that we had seen last week or the week before that when they were trying to launch a video. And they did a whole thing about, oh, we've broken up, oh, do this, oh, do that. But it seems Brown Mauzo's drama has just began. He has now been accused of being a deadbeat dad to not just one or two children, but many. Now, according to the account that this was sent through, Larissa Brown Mauzo, Larissa_Brown Mauzo, this is what they had to say on their social media, on their stories. They said, for all those asking, yes, he's that kind of father, one who pops up one day and is gone for the rest of the year. I hope it answers your question. And yes, he's still my mother's husband, and legally, my mother's husband legally, but and so Vera ni wa Nyumba Ndogo, but hiyo nyumba iko wapi? Okay? Ooh. Next, they continue to say, they continue to say that let's welcome the fourth child in a list of many. Now that one took me out all the way because I'm just going, okay, first of all, who are these people? Where did they suddenly come from? How are we just hearing about Brown Mauzo's children now? The man that drinketh not, the man that does no wrong, the brown-skinned artists from our country. What is going on? And that was where the allegations began, and the story goes like this. Brown Mauzo seems to have had other children by other women, and inclusive of these people are Larisha's mother, right? And they continue to say that they are legally married, yes, still up until this point, as you're seeing our very beautiful Vera over there saying they're married, husband this, husband that. Kumba, this man has a whole other relationship. So we're starting to ask yourself, or I'm asking myself, first of all, is this a polygamous situation? What is going on? But also, why are you welcoming another child? Yet you cannot take care of the children that you have had with other women. Allegations are coming out that, oh, apparently this lady that is talking about their children is a baller, like mad balling. You know, people who like, the cars apparently he used to drive allegedly were hers. The houses that they used to live in, they apparently has. So what is the situation here? What is going on? I just want to know what is going on in this Vera Brown Mauzo life. I want to know. If you have Udaku, please let us know. But yeah, what do you guys think?
It seems like Brown Mauzo is accustomed to the soft life,
Oh.
you know? And once that previous relationship did not continue, he now moved on to Vera, who was able to give him the same luxuries that he's accustomed to. And that's basically what's going on, because when you think about it, when it comes to his music and everything, he doesn't make enough money to be showboating all of those homes and cars and all of those things. So clearly he's the type of guy who likes to be taken care of by his woman. That's fine, that's okay. You'll be taken care of. Just that when you decide to bring children into this world, make sure that you take care of them as well. You know what I mean? That's my only problem that I have with this whole situation, because apparently he has many other children out there that he is not taking care of at all. We don't even see them on the social media, but he has time to create beefs for us to talk about, you know, brand new songs and everything. How about you take care of the children that you have? But if he doesn't have any money, how is he taking care of these children? Let's just ask him all the way honestly. You can't out somebody and say all of those things, the nice things that he had, those were actually mine. And then now you say, please take care of my kids.
What?
How? It's not possible. Hannah Pesa, it's not possible.
What's the definition of taking care of kids? Is it financially? Is it emotionally? What is it? Because I feel like if the father is there emotionally for the child, then hizi stories za pesa, you can always come up with something. I mean, ladies, if you're able to take care of your children, please take care of the children financially, kauko sawa, but emotionally encourage the baby daddy to be there for the child. Don't go on social media and start saying, oh, sijui hafanyi nini, hey, hafanyi nini. That child will grow up, na hata soma hizo vitu zote walikuwa nasema babake hafanyi. And then I think Vera once mentioned, I'm not quite sure, but she mentioned about him having other kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she has mentioned that. So it's not like wana feature or anything else. People break up, people move on. So ukiwachwa achika. But when it comes to the child, please, ongeni behind the scenes and agree on certain things. If it does not work, kuna kotini, kuna nini, kuna everything else. But trying to embarrass people in public does not always work. And then again, Vera is currently pregnant and she's almost giving birth. Stressing a woman who is almost giving birth is not a good thing. I do not support that. Hata kama amefanya nini, I do not support that. She might lose the baby. She might even go into labor right now. Na yeye hataki uchungu. Like, stressing a pregnant woman is a no-no for me. So just solve your issues privately, please.
I know, that stress is what has been brought on by him. If I was Brown's baby mama, I'm sorry that your wife is over there and she's about to give birth. That's not my problem. Me, I'm caring about my children and how to get food in their stomach and for them to have a relationship with their father.
But you're not caring about that unborn child who is not yet born.
Nope, I do not.
So that's being callous.
No, I'm dealing with my baby daddy. I'm trying to get him to take care of our children instead of just only focusing on the other wife that he has right now. You know what? Us, we can argue forever. And you can tell me I clearly have a very strong opinion. Lily has a strong opinion. Katomi has a strong opinion. Let us know. The WhatsApp number is 0770-729-366. And the beef is continuing. And right now it's starting with Miss Salmu Mbuvi. Now, on social media, she was talking about a stalker that she has, okay? She's been having someone that's been stalking her account, leaving horrible comments and messages, and using a pseudo account to go ahead and do all of that. So she went to talk about it, and she posted where she said, "You're a ratchet and meant for the streets. You're a ratchet and you're meant for the streets. You have been given a man for free, and you are not satisfied. taking to my Instagram as a dating site. I hate being on social media, but this woman is too much. What is wrong with this woman following all my partners? And now people started thinking, okay, following all my partners, what is this woman? It was seeming to be alluded that she was talking about Aida. But let's go ahead and look at the video and then we'll discuss.
This woman is following me with private accounts, following all my partners, rich partners, taking my Instagram as a dating site. Na bado umeachiwa mpaka mwanaume. What do you want? Like you're just for the streets, autosheki mwanamke. What do you want? It's not enough for you. Honestly, I hate nowadays like being on social media too much, but I think this person is too much because how do you come to my Instagram, start following all my rich friends, my rich people that you don't even know about, people who like live secretly, their lives secretly, but you're out there trying to send. What is wrong with this? What is it? What is wrong?
So you can see that video. She's just wondering, what is wrong with you? You're a ratchet and you're following all my rich friends. That's the part that I got.
You're a ratchet.
You're a ratchet following all my rich friends. But now Aida Bambi went ahead and responded to this where she said, ladies, when another woman talks bad about you for no reason at all, don't be so quick to clap back. Pray for that woman. She sees something in you she doesn't see in herself. Remember, confidence is silent and insecurity is allowed. Now, when it comes to this situation, I'm honestly giving Saumu the benefit of the doubt. No one ever called Aida. No one ever said that, nope. Aida, you're the one who's doing this and this and that. You're the one who's being ratchet. You're the one who's stalking me on social media. She just said that she has a stalker. And she went ahead to talk about all the things that this person is doing. But now, Aida decided to bring herself into that situation, which makes me think maybe she is the stalker. You know what I mean? If I haven't accused you, I've just said that there's somebody
out there. Why are you suddenly defending yourself? Why are you coming to defend yourself? I'm
now thinking, Aida, just put down the Instagram. Leave Saumu alone. Just calm down and focus on your man and your relationship. We already know the murky waters you guys are in right now when it comes to that relationship and all the allegations. Focus on your relationship. Because now I'm thinking maybe she did it because of the fact she was so quick to defend herself.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about this whole beef between them. First of all, kudos to Saumu for not outing her name, because that again is a very, very huge form of respect. And when you say someone is being insecure, why are they not mentioning your name? You know, if it was an insecurity point of view where she was coming from, she'd be like bashing on your name, saying all sorts of things. How many men has she been with? We don't know which one of the exes and the girlfriends who've come along and picked up one of her exes is being accused. So why are you jumping on the defense? So that for me, kudos to you, Saumu, for not outing her or not saying the name of the person. Let them shuku themselves. All of those exes and their exes and the ones who are trying to find your rich friends, that is their business. Another thing, girl, how many rich friends you got? Because I'm just looking at you like, okay, child, now we can use your social media as a dating site. You've given a lot of us ideas. A lot of the women out here wondering where these rich men are covering themselves. They will all follow you and they will all get your rich men. But at the end of the day, I genuinely feel like maybe it could be, from where I'm sitting, it really just looks like maybe Aida got the bad one, and so she's now going through the list of men to find a good one.
Guy,
do you know what I mean?
But why must she go to Samu's list of men?
Speculation. This is just a speculation. If at all, this is the person that Saumu is actually talking about. But either way, I'm just saying, girl, you need to maybe tell these men to get off social media and all these pseudo accounts that people are creating. What for? If you're going to snatch my men, snatch them. You know, you're told, why are you talking in the dark? Come to my face and talk to me in my face. Tell me in my face. Stop talking in the darkness. Anyway, it's so dramatic. I cannot wait to see how it unfolds, because I'm sure next week it's going to be drama. Now that the man who is supposedly beating on her because of seeing other men is now getting a glimpse of information that, okay, you beat her when she was trying to hit on them in public, and now she's trying to hide herself and find them in private. Oh, that is going to be a whole mess next week. I can't wait.
Well, for me, I believe that all the pseudo accounts that follow you closely and they comment stuff that you're like, who is this person? And normally people who are very, very close to you and they know you on a personal level. So this stalker is not necessarily Ida, but it's someone that Saumu knows very, very well. But I'm here thinking, I do have friends, even you're my friends, but do we normally talk about people who comment on our status and who are following us?
Not necessarily.
Like, how do you know? How do you know? If you have so many rich friends, how do you know? Like, you sit down, you don't have time, you're just discussing like, oh, by the way, there's this account called ABC that has been following me. That is, no, that's having too much time. But anyway, if you happen to notice, because maybe some people, they stalk the three of us at the same time and you're like, what's wrong with this one? If that's the case, then it is okay. But for Aida to respond, I'm just feeling
Fishy.
like
she's incriminated herself.
fishy.
yeah, you don't need to respond to anything or to everything, but she is right when it comes to praying for people who are just talking nasty about you with no proof. Or inakwanga mostly inakwanga wivu. But anyway.
And then technically speaking, maybe Ida is also talking about a wholly different story, a wholly different conversation. And we're all just taking things out of the air and picking them and adding 1 + 1, it becomes 27. And we all really just don't know what's going on. So please, shed some light. And if you do have more information, please, the number is always down here. It's 077 70 729 366.
And also, if you're mature enough to date, you're allowed to date anyone. Ooh, slide in those DMs. Try your luck. You never know. You might angukia a rich guy. Moving on to someone who was fired. At first, it was allegedly fired. And he came to his defense saying that, ooh, those are rumors. Blah, blah, blah. But first, Eric Omondi was so overjoyed about Ezekiel Mutua being fired. And this is what he said. I said before September, and you thought it was a joke. You cannot bite the hand that feeds you. We are your employers. I told you your only option was to apologize to the entertainment industry for your unfortunate remarks, but I guess it's too late. I don't know how true or false the word going round is, but I still promise you, unless you apologize and change your ways, hautakuwa kwa hiyo ofisi by September. So it started yesterday on Twitter, on social media generally, that Ezekiel Mutua has been fired. So everyone was commenting on it, but he wasn't aware. So yeye alikuwa anasema it is a rumor. But ukiangalia vizuri, Senator Mutula Kilonzo alicomment akasema unlawfully removed by CS Musheru as CEO after being lawfully appointed by the board. Laws are mere suggestions for this administration. Yeah, people started commenting on this story, but you know what? The developing story is that indeed he has been kicked out of KFCB as EACC investigates payment on irregular salaries. So he said, artists hawana pesa. Kenyan artists hawana pesa, wanaumia sana. But here we are. He's the one being investigated now for irregularity when it comes to payment of salaries and allowances. So hii ni kama drama, ni kama video. Mimi nimeasha TV najionea.
I kid you not. I woke up today at 6:30 in the morning, and this is the first thing that I saw on my social media. Ezekiel Mutua has been removed from the seat. And the first thing I did was started screaming, come see. Because honestly, it's been so dramatic. And in my head, I'm just going, okay, first of all, there was the fact that he said that artists are, apua and all of that. There was that whole drama. And then afterwards, politicians suddenly went for that event last week, and they were talking about artists and saying the way artists are major. I've just had this song, I've just had the other song. And I was going, okay, something's cooking over here. Someone is going to drop the hammer. And when it drops, it will drop on you a good one. Guess who was the person who the hammer dropped on? It was him. I mean, if everyone is trying to work for artists, if everyone is trying to work towards a direction, and you're going a wholly different direction, trust me, it will come, and it will come heavy. I'm not really happy that he's coming out of, the seat or whatever, mostly because he's very entertaining. Let's be all the way honest. We all follow him on social media just to see the drama. He can be very, very dramatic a person. And sorry, Mr. Sa, I am just saying it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I honestly feel like it is time for us to start getting into positions of being okay with people who are not doing their jobs right, people who are taking away people's, I mean, we also, there was a time they sent 40 bob to artists, and you're all just going, wow, really, really, after all this hard work that you've been working, the videos and all of that, that's the kind of money that people are getting, 200 shillings, 40 shillings, what are we doing really? So I think it's time for us as a government, as an administration, as a people, to become very clear about our leaders, the policies that we want them to implement, and take away any of the bad riffraff that are trying to take us down, okay? It's political power. It is time for us to take it back for the people, okay?
You know, what I just find interesting about this whole situation is he's being investigated for irregularities in payments of salaries. And yet he's the same person that was there saying that people, Kinayari Komondi, don't have money. Is it because he's busy stealing their money that they doesn't have money? I don't know. It's like, you know, you can't talk about a whole artist, a group of people, musicians who are broke, and then now you're being investigated for corruption. You know what I mean? It's justice. That's all I have to say. I just think it's justice. What's happening is what should have happened. And hopefully this new appointee decides to put as much effort and, you know, his work into his job and not into social media and beefing with other artists and celebrities on social media. Just focus on the job.
Hey, Kathomi is overjoyed.
I'm not overjoyed. It's just so funny because it's like keeping up with the Kawangwarians, but on politics, you know.
Yeah.
It's become such a circus. Every single part, every single time we go on social media, there's really just something dramatic going on. People are beefing. People are just honestly, it is enough for your entertainment. You don't even need any channel to tune in except this one. You always have to watch this one. But you don't need to tune into anything else except social media. But anyway, moving on swiftly, what are your thoughts on this matter?
Yes, and the government has appointed one Mr. Christopher Wambua as the acting CEO. But it's time for us, the girls, and the stress continues. Hey, parents, are you raising your children well? Listen to this. Hello, I need your advice. I'm married for 2 years now. We have one kid who's 9 months. We have one kid, 9 months, and I'm 24, he's 25. But nilisnik kwa simu yake kwa WhatsApp. Nikapata ana chat na madem. Now the first case, walikuwa wanaambia na vinye wanapendana, that was last year na tukasolve. This year, another one akaambiwa, hajaoa, hana mtoi, then wanaongea vile watahave sex. I know si poa kusneak kwa simu yake, but ni venye mi feel insecure, sai ameka fingerprint kwa WhatsApp. Help me, sijui kama naeza mtrust tena, but hajai cheat, weekday, ako job, na weekend, anashinda kwa nyumba. This is very true. Just because your husband, your boyfriend comes home at 5:01, anatoka job 5, anafika home 5:01, does not mean that he's the most caring, the most faithful, the ameka mpaka fingerprint kwa WhatsApp. After you guys solving that one issue, now this is the second issue, alafu anazidisha aneka nini kidole kwa WhatsApp. This guy is cheating on you, but you know what? You're 24, he's 25, and you got married 2 years before this. Nyinyi wote ni watoto wadogo. Huyu a 25-year-old guy hajui anything. Ndio maybe anamaliza university, anaanza kuhasulia job. So when you get married, when you marry a 25-year-old boy, that is a boy. He is a child. Hajui responsibility, hajui anything. You have a child and you're married, na bado mnakonezi ujinga. It's so unfortunate.
Let me tell you, this is just the beginning of your struggles. The beginning, because it's about to get even worse. If he has the nerve to do this right now, and this is year 2 of the relationship, yeah? Of the marriage, of the family that you have, and now he's making sure that he's doing his cheating a little bit more professionally. You know what I mean? That's what he's trying to do right now. Before, he was a little bit hazardous over there, just leaving his phone open for you to go and sneak and everything. Now he's like, oh no, let me hide this from her. That means he's going to get even better. He's going to do even more cheating. Now now he wouldn't even be able to, he'll be able to have these type of discussions with other girls without you going through his phone. Right now, you need to have a serious discussion with him and talk about your boundaries. If cheating is something that you do not tolerate in your relationship, let him know. Let him know that there's going to be serious consequences when it comes to cheating. Because let me tell you right now, if you started this right now at just 25 years old, first of all, you're too young to get married, but now here we are. You're already married, you already have a child. Talk to him about your boundaries. Make sure he understands that cheating is not something that you're okay with. And then from there, if he continues, you need to have a conversation with yourself. Are you willing to leave this man? Are you willing to live in an unhappy marriage? Are you willing to now take care of your child on your own and co-parent with him? These are serious discussions you need to have because honestly, I don't see him changing.
People are always running for marriages. People are always running to get, and this, again, we've gone to this conversation so many times. You get married super young, you start a relationship, and that is the relationship that you want to be the final relationship in your life. You will never have another relationship. You decide to settle down with a man, and you're still like 12 years old. Honestly, 24, surely, you are still an actual child. You have now just started, you know, stop calling your mom about small and petty things. And then suddenly you're married to a guy who's 1 year older than you, 25, as they have said. You're way too young. Number two, you got married to someone. You saddled your whatever on the wrong horse. You honestly did bet on the wrong one. Why? You didn't give yourself enough time to get to know this guy, or he lied to you at the very beginning. He'd been cheating and he was so good at it that you didn't even know. And now you're sneaking and checking his phone. Okay, now the problem becomes this. The only proof you have is the proof that is on his phone, which you cannot then go and say, by the way, you're cheating on me. How do you know? What is your proof? I saw on your phone. Oh, so basically now you've been going behind my back, stealing my phone and checking my messages. So you're the problem. Trust me, the way that story will be turned around and become your fault is going to be so fast. You will not believe it. It will just be like a whole transition of now you're defending yourself going, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. You need to have boundaries. You need to have, trust me, that story can go 1,000 different ways and they all look wrong for you. So as she said, please try and have this conversation with this guy. Do we really want to go on this path? Is this the path that we've chosen? What is it that you're seeing in other women that you don't see in me? And if I am not enough for you, then just call it quits. Because honestly, by the time he's 50, now he has no money. By the time he's 50, he has all the money in the world and younger girls are coming. Those insecurities are going to be amplified so bad. You're older now. You have more children. You've probably let yourself go a little bit and he's seeing other women who are younger than you. How are you going to fight that? Honestly, girl, have a conversation, figure this out and move on if you have to, or sort it out if you have to. But honestly, 25 years old, yeah, that's not going to go work. That's not going to work for you. I'm sorry to tell you, but it's not going to work.
Yes, and we always talk about equality, but we never change the way we think about men. It's all about femininity, masculinity. How I wish we would turn everything around and just talk about human beings, you know? We are all human beings. So we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about gender inequality, equality. So let's debate. Let it be a healthy debate on 0770 729 366.
Yes, welcome back. I hope you've had a sip of water or whatever you're drinking, because it is a Friday after all, isn't it? We are having a very interesting discussion about sexism and double standards within our relationships. But before we go there, let's go through to the messages. The number is 0770 729 366, and you have surely sent us a few messages. So let's get right into that. I see Alice saying, hey girls, I am so excited about the show today. I see Chris from Eldoret saying, enjoying the show as always. Judy Pure, who's always tuned in, saying, greetings, Ebru TV. We love you girls. Regards, Judy Pure. What's someone else saying, Ayuma?
I can see over here saying, Lily Ayuma Kathomi, now Penda Tu Bure, on the Brown story. Who knew this would come out? Ati, Aki, I am tired. I am tired. Let me mind my business. Don't worry. Even if you don't mind your business, we'll mind it for you. We'll mind everyone else's business for you. Ati Kathomi, what's the name of your hair? She'll tell you on her social media. We have someone else over here, Diana from Langata, watching the show. Emma James from Mombasa still watching. And Kat from Limuru over here is saying, hi, dolls. On the Ezekiel Mtua story is a joke. The joke is on us. He is getting a bigger, better position.
What?
How sure are you guys that the new CEO will help? Also, who knew about KFCB before Ezekiel Mutua? Let's just wait and see. Mark this chat. Okay, I'll be so disappointed if that's the case.
Yeah, I don't even know where to begin. The way I've laughed.
No, Eman James is saying, Rico Mondi sahi amechinja mbuzi. He goes on to say, I'm so glad that God is not a man. Rico Mondi, uganga yako ya TZ imefanya kazi. Sasa tupige shere. My goodness. Rico Mondi should be elected to be the CEO. I miss Wamlambes. Hey, okay. Looking beautiful as always on Ask the Girl segment. I like whatever Kathomi, it's Kathomi, not Gathomi. What Kathomi just said, hoping the lady got it right. Hey girls, tuned in as usual to Kathomi. I love you so much. Loving the show. It's Maureen from Tala. We also have Mama Stacy. We see you. On Ezekiel Mutua's incident, I think he deserved it. He deserved it. One of his responsibility is to promote talent. Instead, he was going to do he was doing the opposite.
Yeah, Ramsey, we also see you. And Mr. I've seen someone else who we've forgotten to mention.
Carlos,
we see you.
from
Yes,
Jamhuri.
Carlos from Jamhuri, we see you as well. Keep the messages coming. Please comment on every single one of the stories that we've just spoken about. But as we get into it, I want you to know, I want you to tell us, what are some of these double standards that you have seen where men are given preferential treatment versus women? And is it a sexist issue, or are we just living the life that we were chosen, that was chosen for us, and we'd have nothing to do with it? Let's get into it. It's time for On the Know Friday. Now, there are so many things that women get called out for doing, and yet men do the exact same thing, and we all just go, he's just a guy.
Yeah.
That's just what men do. It's a guy thing. And these are some of the things that we have seen ourselves, and we're just going, okay, this is not right. We need to talk about this, and we need to talk about it now. Okay, I think that the first one is not having kids yet, or not wanting to have children. Now, this one, I can speak, I can preach, I can become the what do you call them? The founder and finisher and the author of this conversation, because I feel like it's such a responsibility for a person to take that mantle of having children. Let's not forget, from the very beginning, it is a fully woman's responsibility. For those, the seed is being planted in you. That is work. The child that you're carrying for those 9 months, it's not gonna be a fun trip. Trust me, we've all seen the poofiness. You look like someone has pumped you with air. It's the morning sickness. It's the evening sickness. It's the sickness in between. It's the nausea. It's the tasting copper in your mouth. Who really wants to taste metal in their mouth? No one. It's the legs being so fat that you have gone from a size 6 to a size 77. I mean, it's everything in between. And when women talk about it and go, Aki Bede, I'm not sure I want to have kids right now. Everyone is like, unangoja nini? Me, I want to do grandchildren. Me, I want.
Your
But
eggs
what
will be
do
scrambled.
I want? What do I want? Why don't I get what I want, y'all? But when a guy says, I don't want to have children, up to 70 years old, guys are having children then. They've had all their lives to figure out what they want to do. They've had all their lives to figure out what kinds of dreams and ambitions they have, what kind of women they want to settle down with, and eventually what kind of children, and the school. Yo, Ebru, let's stop. Let's stop.
You know, people tell women that, oh, your biological clock is ticking. When you get pregnant, yes, you'll have kutakuwa na mashida mingi. But also, they don't know that also men, when you sambaza those seeds when you're very, very old, that's when you give birth to kids who have birth defects, by the way. You have a higher chance of that. So, sisi wote tunataka watoto na sisi wote hatutaki watoto. Just that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Another double standard that's there is using makeup or not using makeup. It's always interesting how men have the most to say when it comes to makeup. Whether it is that they want somebody who is all natural, they don't want someone who wears makeup and everything. Wale wa makeup ni ma slay queen. Hey, you just put on lashes like this, and I start blinking and I look as if I'm about to fly. Already, he starts thinking that I'm a slay queen. I'm gonna come and gold dig, steal all his money. High maintenance. He's going to be the one who's paying for all this makeup. Imagine it's not the truth. I think women should be able to wear makeup whether they want to or not, and that should be their own personal decision. It shouldn't be a thing of men coming on, bringing on their opinions onto us and saying a woman who wears makeup is now a slay queen. The one who's all natural, she's wife material. And then at the same time, he'll go and cheat on you with the makeup girl.
Yes.
That's what I was about to say.
He'll want you to be natural.
Nicki
so
Minaj.
that, exactly. So that all the other guys don't come to you. And then watch who he goes and cheats on you with. Someone whose lashes
with the longer lashes.
Exactly. I know.
It's too much.
It's too much.
So Monday, I'm taking care of the children. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturday, I'm doing general cleaning. Sunday, I'm going to church. Next week on Tuesday, I decide, I want to go to the bar. It's a problem. It's a problem. And men can go to the bar from Monday to Monday. It's not a problem. We also need to unwind after the hard work that we have just done. So please, leave us alone, ladies. Let's go to the bar once in a while.
It is those same men that will be at that club when there is no music, everything is closed, the doors are closed in the middle of night because of curfew, and you'll see them with some women. Who are these women that you're with in these clubs? Why can't I be that woman next to you in that silent club drinking? What is wrong with that? Me, by the way, you need to stop. You need to stop. We have another very interesting one that really just takes me out all the way. Now, confidently saying you know something to be true. I feel like this one has become such an issue because I don't know why people just assume women are not supposed to know. Like, are we just supposed to be daft airheads that know nothing? I mean, I will tell you something very confidently, and I will tell you by day this is the truth, and you will go against all odds to discredit what I am saying. Why? For what reason? Okay, sometimes I may be wrong, but when I'm right, I'm right. Let's just accept the fact that it is what it is, and I said the right thing, and I can be smart sometimes, maybe not all the time, but I can be smart. But a guy, on the other hand, if he says it is standard, it is decreed, it is the gospel, we are not going to refute, deny. In fact, we are repeating what he said even when he said something wrong. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing?
And still talking about now, like talking about your opinions and everything. When a woman states her opinion in an assertive way, when she's blunt with what she thinks, she is automatically seen as a B. You know that B word that I'm talking about. But when a man does it, he is confident. He is a boss. He's making executive decisions. He knows what he wants. But you be a woman over there and start coming over there with your opinion, and you're strong about your opinion. You're blunt with what you have to say. You're being seen as a B. You're being seen as someone who talks too much. You're too blunt. You're too assertive. You're too aggressive. You're acting like a man. They want you to now calm yourself down. Even when even that whole thing of beating around the bush, it was literally made for women, because you can't say no. You have to find a nice way to say no, the calm way to talk to a man so you don't bruise his ego. But when he's talking to you, he doesn't care about bruising your ego. It's such a big double standard.
It is. And I remember those, and this was when I knew that, by the way, me, I am who I am. I remember back, the way we shall go, guys go for December holidays, and you all sit down around the table, and the guys are all sitting down, they're eating that part for the head, and you're just wondering, why can't I eat the same head? So me, I used to go, by the way, and insert myself among my uncles and my granddad. And now I'm listening to the stories, eating with them, that kakichua. Suddenly, my grandfather decided that, oh yeah, no, you're in the wrong place. I think they were talking about something, and I started giving my opinion. Suddenly everyone stopped and they looked at me, and then my grandpa said, Ebru, enda uangalie wamama wanafanya nini. Allah, that day, we almost fought with my granddad, because I'm like, why? Why do I have to go there? I mean, I want to hear what you're saying here. This is where I want to be, and this is where I'm staying. He's like, you're very disrespectful, young girl. I'm like, I feel like you're the one who's being disrespectful. Hey, drama. So it was just a whole thing. Honestly, I feel like we need to insert ourselves in offices. You know the way guys have board meetings, and there's just one lady in the corner over there, and when she's about to say something, no one is listening, and then a guy next to her will say the exact same thing, and everyone is like, oh yeah, that's a very valid point. We cannot do this anymore. It is 2021, y'all. It is women and men being given the same opportunities and the same abilities and the same spaces, okay?
Yeah, I feel like it's only fair for us to know how men think, and it's only fair for them to know how women think.
Exactly.
So them driving you away from that kampunji, it was unfair.
It wasn't right.
It wasn't right. Because now you start dating, and then you're like, I don't understand men.
Exactly.
I don't know this man. And it's because you grow up like this, separately, Nini left, Nini right. Then what are we gonna do? Things need to change. And me, I'm just over there with some true hair on my legs. And you're just like, ooh, she's a monster. Ooh, karibu mnaita polisi. You're almost calling police. And just because I'm a woman and I'm a bit hairy. who told you it's a crime? It's not a crime. You men, in fact, you talk so low about us when we are hairy, and then a man comes from nowhere, just imejai nywele.
Those hairs that are like
the ones that are circles.
Like, what are we doing? African hair.
Hey.
If women are supposed to shave, also men kindly shave.
I think it should be a choice in this particular case. If I want to shave, let me shave. If I don't want to shave, let it not come from your mouth that,
yeah,
oh
don't
yeah,
say
you need to go and
woman.
wax. Where? Anyway, moving on swiftly, we have another one where not wanting to change your last name when you get married. Okay, this one I'm kind of like wishy-washy about, because technically speaking, it's again, I feel like it should be a choice, yeah? Some of our names are really cool. I mean, Kathomi, who doesn't want to be called Mr. Kathomi? Child, it's a very sexy name, right? It's a very, avant-garde. It's just like, oh yeah, Mr. Kathomi. Okay, we see you, Mr. Kathomi. But then everyone wants to become the whoever, Mr. Sa or Mrs. Madame. And you're like, why can't it be a choice, yeah? Let's have these discussions. Let it not be assumed that I just want to take up your second name, okay? Okay.
Yeah. Another one that like is really so close to my heart is about being emotional and it being seen as a bad thing, especially for women. Because especially for me, like when it comes to relationships, I am a crybaby. Hi, Ayuma. You just look at me the wrong way. The side eye in the morning, I'll be there in tears wondering, does he love me anymore? What is the problem? I just want to know, what can I do? What did I do? I'm an emotional person, but that doesn't make me a weaker person. That doesn't make me someone who is less than. And unfortunately, women, because we're so emotional, all our feelings are no longer validated. So it's just like, oh, is it that time of the month? Aki. The moment I start crying and you tell me, is it that time of the month, I just want to slap you.
Automatically be that time of the month.
Slap you, because it's being seen as if when our emotions are not there because of a reason, it's just because it's that time of the month. And that's the reason why we're being emotional and everything. But when a man is being emotional, what? It must be serious. For a man to actually cry, for him to actually be so emotional about something, for him to actually be there venting and everything, they're like, oh my gosh, it is serious. What has Ayuma done to make this man be so emotional?
And that adds to now the problem of people saying that women are more emotionally, what's that? It's EQ.
Unstable.
Emotionally intelligent in comparison to their counterparts, the men. It's because us guys are allowed to be emotional. That's why we'll be able to perceive an emotion even when it's coming from 1,000 miles off. But you're over there saying, oh yeah, it's just a gender thing. It's not a gender thing. It is because we have learned to become very comfortable about our emotions. If I need to cry, I'm gonna cry. It's your problem. If you feel uncomfortable, please leave. But yeah, let's just try and make this an overall okay thing. If you want to be emotional so that we all develop our emotional quotients. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's also bro code and girl code. You find men, mpaka mtu could be a baby, but at the end of the day, mnaambia, niaje, poa, mko sawa, tuko sawa. But women, tukikosana tu kidogo hivi, unaulizwa, why are you still talking to her? Why the double standard? Kwa nini? I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. We should just get along or don't get along. I mean, this is a free world. It's